What's the deal, baby? Y'all didn't know. Big boss dog, K-Po, through the door. Here to talk this boxing. What's good with y'all? I wasn't going to make this video. But then I said, you know what? Somebody might want to hear my viewpoint. Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou, post-fight reaction. Let's talk about it. Now, I didn't even do a pre-fight. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't think Francis Ngannou was going to beat Tyson Fury. I'm not going to lie to you. You see a lot of MMA guys, they come to the sport of boxing and, you know, they think it's easy, you know, and until they get in that ring and they see it's different. You know what I mean? It's a whole different discipline. You can't kick nobody, you can't elbow nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really, it's straight hands. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, I gotta say this, Francis Ngannou showed me differently. You know what I mean? I know. One thing I will say, I didn't make any videos dog walking Francis Ngannou, or man, he sucked and this gonna happen to him. You know, I didn't do that. You know, like I said, for the most part, I just thought on my own, like, this is a waste of time. I'm not even gonna make a video. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm not even gonna, you know what I mean? We just gotta call a spade a spade. And boy, Francis Ngannou proved me wrong, bro. I mean, like I said, I didn't watch the fight, okay? But I went and watched the highlights. And based off what I seen in the highlights, Francis Ngannou looked very poised and patient. Very poised and patient. I saw him doing feints. I didn't see him falling for Tyson Fury's antics. You know, little dirty tricks. You know, it was stuff like that. And I gotta say this. From what I seen, just how poised he is, if he keep learning, he could become a champion in the sport, in the sport of boxing. At the heavyweight division. Those of you know, and the heavyweight division is different, right? Yeah, you gotta have skills, but all it takes is that right punch to land on somebody and it's good night. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I mean, look at Wilder. Wilder will be losing fights and then bing, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So at the heavyweight division, it's just different. You know what I mean? It's a whole different ball game up there. So I think that Francis Ngannou showed, you know, he put the MMA on the map. You know what I mean? We gotta keep it a step. He put MMA on the map, but also he showed that, like, I'm different. You know what I mean? There's a lot of MMA stars that have tried to come over into boxing and they were unsuccessful. But this guy, Francis Ngannou, came over and you got people arguing that he beat Tyson Fury. Now, this is an embarrassing moment for Tyson Fury. Because Francis Ngannou, if I'm not mistaken, was coming off a very long layoff. You know what I mean? He had his issues with the UFC, you know, and then, you know, I think he had an injury or something. But for him to come off that long layoff and then decide, I'm going to box Tyson Fury, and you got people arguing he won the fight, it's cool. That's impressive, bro. You know what I mean? Now, Deontay Wilder was the first person to call out Francis Ngannou. Y'all got to remember that. Deontay Wilder was trying to fight Francis Ngannou in Africa. You know what I mean? He wanted to fight Ngannou first. Tyson Fury beat him to the punch, but, you know, it was a poor performance by Tyson Fury. It was embarrassing. Like, bro, I got to take him off my pound for pound list. You know what I mean? Because you let this MMA fighter come in the sport of boxing and, you know, he dropped you and he hurt, and from what I saw, he hurt you another time. Like, you just, that's not good, bro. It's not good look. You know what I'm saying? For starters, you're going to have more MMA fighters be like, I'm going to come in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? They're going to feel more confident to come in the sport of boxing and do what they need to do. Now, granted, MMA fighters, whether Francis Ngannou would have got dog walked or not, you know, they still gonna come in there and fight. Trust me. I know MMA fighters. I've sparred them before in the ring. They're a different type of guys. You know what I mean? They ain't scared of nothing. They ain't scared of no smoke. Any man that can get kicked in their head ain't scared of nothing. You know what I mean? That's real talk. These men get kicked in their head, kneed in their head, kicked in their stomach, body slam, put in chokeholds. You know what I mean? They not scared of nothing. You know what I'm saying? They some tough SOBs. You gotta give them that credit. You know what I'm saying? Them MMA dudes is different. You know what I mean? Like I say, I know a couple of them. You know, and like I say, their makeup is just it's different. You know, they got a different makeup. You know, compared to boxers. You know what I mean? We just getting punched in our head. A dude kicking you in your head is different. You know what I'm saying? A dude kick you in your head on the street, you like, man, go get that, go get that, go get what I need, bro. This boy kicked me in my head. Now I'm dizzy. Go get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not promoting it. I'm just joking around, but it's a good look for Francis. His stock is risen. You know what I mean? His stock is risen. Like I said, he can become a champion. You know, if he continues to learn the sport of boxing and work on his technique. I mean, Mike Tyson and the other guy, I forgot his name, they did a phenomenal job training Francis Ngannou. And like, I saw videos of, I ain't gonna say no names, but on Instagram, I saw a coach. It's a famous coach. He's well known on Instagram. And he's one of the, I think, let's just say he trained a couple of up-and-coming boxers. One of the fighters he trained had a rivalry with Tank Davis, and they were supposed to fight, but they didn't fight. This guy made a video about Francis Ngannou, about his body punching, right? And it was like, oh, that punch is not gonna do nothing. You know, he's finna get dog walked. And I get it, bro. You want people to respect your sport. That's what it is. You know, you don't want people to feel like, you don't want anybody to feel like they can just come and box and stop boxing. Because we already got issues in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. We already got a lot of issues in the sport of boxing to where a lot of people feel like they can just come in there. You got people cheating. You got, you know, judges, scorecards. It's a lot going on in the sport of boxing already. And to have a guy who don't box do another sport, come in your sport and think, oh yeah, you know, we already got YouTubers boxing, right? They just feel like, I'm gonna come in there and box. They got no amateur experience, nothing. They getting in there and they boxing for money, and they making more money than dudes who've been doing this their whole life. You see what I'm saying? So it's already, like I said, it's already issues in the sport of boxing. You feel me? So I understand the mindset of why that coach was so defensive, you know. But at the end of the day, man, you know, you never know in the sport of boxing how stuff gonna go. You know what I mean? It could be a guy could come in as a favorite and he could just have an off night, and then boom, that's it. You feel me? Like, he can have an off night, you know, and then he get the brakes beat off him. You know what I'm saying? He may have had a great training camp, may look in shape, maybe in tip-top shape. But then when it comes to fight night, you know, he just may been off. May have been off a step or something, you know what I'm saying? And then he get the brakes beat off him. That's what it is. But Tyson Fury, that man got mollywopped, you know, for what I seen. And then I saw another video where he threw an elbow on Ngannou. I guess he thought that little veteran trick was gonna work. You do understand Ngannou get elbowed in the MMA, right? The nigga get kicked in his head, bro. He get kicked in his head, kneed in his head. And you thought you can elbow this man. Bro. That's a different type of strength. That boy is from Africa. I don't know if he's Nigerian. I don't know if he from talk Cameroon. I don't know if he talk Belize. I don't know where he from. But one thing I know is that African, they strong. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know? Them boys strong, bro. I know that personally. Africans is different. We got a lot of Africans down here in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Tell you they're strong. They strong in the mud, bro. Damn, Molly Wappy. Better get your act together. But like I said, man, at the end of the day, spade to spade. Congratulations to Francis Ngannou. Much respect to that brother. You know what I'm saying? Africa. I don't know where he from in Africa, but we're gonna promote Africa today. Africa. You know what I'm saying? It's going down like this and like that. Boss gone.